Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday. Let's see. Let's go live here. Okay, we should be going live on Instagram or live here on YouTube and Facebook. Hi, everybody. It is great to see you today. I'm so excited to get to chat with you. Oops, yeah, see, I didn't finish it, but that's okay. We'll talk about this in just a minute here. Okay, there we go. We are live on Instagram. Let me just bring that up. All right, now we're good. How is everybody? It is Wednesday. We are here. We are ready to chat. I got a lot of things. I had to have notes so I don't forget. Let's see who is all here today. If you're watching on Instagram, please make sure to either put like a name in or where you're watching from or something like that so we can say hi and hello because your name doesn't show up. Your handle comes up, so I'll do my best over there. But we have Carlene. Good morning. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Julia. Hi, Cindy. Other Cindy. Two Cindys here right now. Oh, yes. Please smash that like button. Let us know that you love it. Share with all your friends. Like, subscribe, do all those things. It really means a lot to me if you're sharing it and a lot to us as a company to get, everybody knowing about our wonderful yarn. We think it's wonderful. I know you guys think it's wonderful. So go ahead, share it, like, subscribe, do all the things. We're here on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. We're everywhere. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Cindy doing well except for allergies. Yeah, definitely that time of year. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Let's see who's over here on Instagram. We have somebody watching from Milwaukee. Hi. Good morning from Chicago, Illinois. Hi from the Netherlands. Hi from Savannah. Hi, Dee from LA. Carol from, I don't know how to say this, Waxahachie, Texas? I don't know. Tell me, I'm probably wrong. Hi, Gia from Colorado Springs, and Cheryl from Scotland, and Joanne from Glendale, Arizona. Hi from Seattle. Oh my gosh, everybody's here. It's so great. I'm so happy to have you guys all here today. It's just me today. We're chatting. We're talking about things that are going on the site right now. We're talking about new yarn colors that have come out. We're talking about brand new yarn lines that have been launched. So if you have questions along the way, please put them into the chat or over in Instagram in the chat, and I will do my best to answer all of those questions that you have as we talk about things. Cindy says, using palette now on a Tunisian sweater pattern test for Abby Maid of Australia. Love how soft and squishy it is in my hand as I work. I just want to hug it. Lovely. I love it. We're going to talk about palette in a little bit. So we'll talk all about that, Cindy. And I love that. Hi, Kay McKenzie from Arkansas. Great to have you guys here. I think I've seen a lot of new names that I don't normally see on our weekly live. So that is super exciting. I am so excited to have you guys all here and chatting with me today. Okay. So I want to start off by making sure that you guys know all about the promotions and sales that we have going on right now. So let me just click over to here. Actually, the first thing I wanted to show you, and I didn't bring it. I don't have it. Oh, yes, I do. I have some of it right here. See, this is why we have the wall of yarn so that, when I forget things, I can grab them. So we have our monthly yarn sale going on, and the thing that's different this time around is typically there's only one yarn that's on sale. This month, we've got two. We've got like the sister yarns, if you want to call it that. They're 100% mercerized cotton. We have our animation yarn, which is a DK version, and we have Vivity, which is our worsted weight version. So basically, these are the same yarn, just in a different yarn weight. So again, animation is DK, Vivity is worsted. We started out with animation, and we had the yarn packs with the smaller yarns so that you could make like amigurumi and things like that. And you guys loved it. And there was a lot of questions on, could we get it in a bigger size so we can make garments with it, so we can make bags with it and things like that. Yes, we brought it in. And this is a larger size. This one here is 139 yards in 50 grams. It is a DK weight yarn. It is absolutely gorgeous, perfect for summer. And then we said, well, why should it just be DK? And so we brought in that 100% mercerized cotton into this line, which is called Vivity, and it is a worsted weight. So they are the same thing, just two different weights here. You're going to see it's got this nice twist to it. It's just a really great summertime yarn. A bunch of colors that you can pick from. This one also has the small balls in the packs so that you could add that in if you just want a touch of color or things like that. So these are both on sale right now, 20% off. You can go ahead and search for either animation or Vivity on our website, and you'll be able to find all of the colors that we have available. And I already have fiber flying all over the place. You love the shawl sweater that I'm wearing. Yay! Actually, I was going to pull up that link and I totally forgot. Give me 1 second while we're talking. Let me bring that up. Oh man, I really got some fiber in my nose here, people. Don't you just love it? I mean, I love working with yarn, and yeah, it just happens. Okay, real quick, let's look here for patterns. This is part of the new little grouping of patterns that came out not too long ago over on the website. It was in our Granny Square collection. It is called the Belted Ruana. And let me just go ahead and put this into the chat. Sorry, I know I had to come closer. Don't like that. But so this is called the Belted Ruana. I did mine differently. I finished it like last night. And so obviously we didn't weave in all the ends. I'm still working on it. See, as you can see, I've got ends, but most are, I mean, they're getting there. They're getting there. But so in the pattern, it has it open here on the side. So it's like two pieces and it flaps over. I seamed mine to make it more of a cardigan, but I didn't change anything else. I still did the same stitch count. I still did the pattern the way it was. The only thing I did is I added a seam down the side and left an armhole so that I could wear it as more of a cardigan than anything else. I did also add a ribbing here, which this is the slip stitch back loop only, or excuse me, single crochet back loop only. I did 7 stitches for this. But that is the pattern there. It is called the Belted Ruana, Ruana, over on the website, and you can get it and you can download it and you can make your own pattern. It's so great. It uses Swish DK, I think. DK. And I just love it. I mean, I obviously changed my colors up from the pattern, made it like a springy color palette, but I love it. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys check it out and make it. Okay. So before we get into the good stuff with the other yarns and things like that, I also wanted to tell you that right now you can get an additional 10% off clearance pricing with that code that is on the screen right now for spring 25. That's going to give you 10% off of anything that's in clearance. It's going to give you that additional 10% off. Now, you could do an order with animation and Vivity, and that's already going to be marked down. Like, you don't have to use a coupon code for that. And then you could still add in your clearance items and add in this coupon code. You can only have one coupon code per order, but you could still use that sale pricing from the monthly yarn sale with Vivity and animation, and then go ahead and purchase clearance items with this code. Last but not least, I wanted to go ahead and tell you that books and ebooks are 20% off right now for National Library Week. So now is the perfect time to go ahead and grab any of the books or ebooks that you were looking to purchase or have had in your cart. Go grab them now. They're 20% off. You can also get the yarn with it. You can also do the clearance coupon code. It's all going to work together because the patterns are, or excuse me, the books and ebooks are marked down already. You don't need a coupon code for it. One last thing before we jump into all the fun yarn is I wanted to call out that last week we had Hannah from Handjan Crochet and Veronica from Blue Star Crochet on to talk about their brand new crochet along that is getting ready to start. I think next week is the official launch. You can find more information about that by watching last week's live, or you can go to handjancrochet.com/pick-and-mix-blanket-cal, or just search for Pick and Mix Cal on the internet and it'll show up. But it's over on the Handjan Crochet website. You'll find all the information to make their beautiful blankets. They're using Brava and Heatherly Sport, so you could go ahead and grab those. And as Cindy had so wonderfully said before, please go ahead and like and subscribe here on YouTube, on Facebook, over on Instagram, on everywhere. Make sure you're following along and you see what is going on and what is coming up. Okay. Um, okay. Oh. Cindy says, I wonder if that's how fringe came to be. Someone once upon a time must have decided to make the ends be a design feature instead of hiding them. 1000%. I mean, a lot of times that would be great, except for the fact that I did put ribbing on it. So it kind of looks a little funny with it hanging out. I'll finish it tonight and then I can actually wear it in public when you're not looking just this part up. So Nancy Bates hats books. I'll have to look into that, Cindy. I've actually never heard of those before. So let me check into what those books are and we'll see. Maybe we can pull them into the site. Okay, so now we've chatted all about those sales and things going on. I want to show you and make sure you know, we're going to start with new colors first. So we've had a bunch of yarns available and now we're bringing out some brand new spring colors for you to enjoy and continue crocheting with. And the first one I want to talk about is Samia. So when Samia launched, I guess a year ago, maybe a little bit more, this was the color palette. These are the original colors. This top here is the Forte Filet crochet top. And if I can kind of turn it, you can see like this beautiful patterning on the back. This pattern was originally done in Curio, but then when Samia came out, we were like, what? You need to do this in Samia. So we made some samples in Samia, and that's what we did. These colors are gorgeous. They're beautiful. Some of them are a little bright. And so we brought in a new color palette of Samia that we are so excited to share with you. So in our new color palette, we have Peach Melba, which is absolutely stunning. It's this beautiful peachy color. I'll hold it back here because I think this is a better representation of it as opposed to as I get closer and the lights get a little bit brighter. But this is a collection of really like pastel-y and muted colors. So it is a contrast to what we currently had and what we first brought out. And so it's so great. These are going to be perfect for all of your spring and summer makes. This one here is Arctic. It's like a bluish gray. Again, it's a really nice color. I just want to bring this back up and you can see here, like we're really rounding out this palette because this gray here that we had when we first started is more of like a purpley gray. And this one is really kind of bringing in blue like you would find in our other lines like Clarity. It's kind of hitting a little bit more that way where it's like a very light blue with a hint of gray undertone. Hi, Sandra. Good morning. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. We also have this one, which is called Green Tea Heather, which I absolutely love this color. And again, you can see, maybe if I hold this up properly, you can see the difference here. So this was the pineapple that we had. This is now the Green Tea Heather. So it's not quite as like bright as this yellowy color was, but this is going to be a gorgeous color next to your skin for wearing summer tops, things like that. Then we have this one called Chalk Dust. Again, not doing justice here. Go check it out over on the website. It's Samia, Samia. Samia is the yarn name that you can go ahead and look it up and you'll see all the new colors. Note if you're looking at the colors in the top like right section where the color swatches are, you can search by new and then that'll show you all the new colors first. This one is a really great light color, very light pastel blue going into white. So this one, you can kind of see the difference here. This one has a little bit more maybe green to it, and this one has a little bit more blue to it when we're looking, but they're very light. They're very pastel-y. They're very beautiful. And then the last color that we brought in was this one, which is called Gull, which is a nice gray color. And you can kind of see how well these work together. So we had this one last time. Now we brought in a lighter gray in here. We've had our really bright kind of blue here. We've brought in this light blue here as well. We had this green over here and we've kind of brought it in back this way. We've had a peach here. So it kind of goes in between these two colors. And then we have the Green Tea Heather, which I think kind of really goes along this color line, but just not as bright and yellow because I don't know. yellow is not my thing. Tamala, no, the other colors are not going away. We're just adding in some new colors so that you guys have some options. I mean, we do always look at it that every 6 months that we're looking at yarn colors and we're checking out how many, like how well things are selling. And we're just kind of keeping it in our reporting to see how things are selling. And yes, we do kind of look at that and decide if we're going to keep colors, if we're going to discontinue colors. But as of right now, no, they're all staying. We're just bringing in some new colors. Okay, the next one I want to talk about, which I actually forgot to pull. It's okay. We talked about it before, is the upcycle alpaca. So we had upcycle alpaca before. We had it in sport and worsted. It has come back, but only in the worsted weight. We are not doing the sport weight. We are only doing upcycle alpaca in the worsted. We've got some colors that came back, some colors that are brand new. And this poncho here is what we had talked about with Ashley of Heart Hook Home the other week. This is part of her Alpine collection using the upcycle alpaca. The rest of her collection, I think she used Heatherly Sport, if I remember correctly. But this one, she definitely used the upcycle alpaca. So you can go check that out. So that's Ashley of Heart Hook Home, and it's her Alpine collection that you can go ahead and check out. And check out the other colors of the upcycle alpaca. You probably fell in love with it before, and now you can enjoy it again with some different colors. Okay, so Cindy, I think it was telling us about Palette and the project that she's working on. Sorry if these bags are rusty. I didn't think about that when I pulled this out. But Palette, we brought in, I think it's 12 colors. I don't know. We're going to count as we go. It's either 10 or 12 colors. But we brought in a brand new color palette of Palette. Palette is our yarn that we have like 100 and some colors. I can't even tell you how many colors because we keep adding to it. And we brought in all these new colors for the spring and summer. So we'll go through these and talk about them. Yeah, Cindy, these also now come in cones. Not all of the colors, but we do have cones of Palette now available, which makes it a lot easier if you're making a garment in Palette. And the reason is because I think it's like 4 balls. Maybe Cindy, you know off the top of your head. I can't remember. I think it's like the equivalent of 4 balls of Palette in a cone. And what it does is you don't have the ends. Well, I mean, you still have ends, but you have fewer ends. So instead of 4 balls with 8 total ends, you now have 1 cone with 2 ends. And so we tried to pick some of those neutral colors that you might be working the body of a sweater in, and then you would pick some of these colors for your color work. Like for instance, in here, you could use like now it's not the right weight. This is a DK weight versus Palette, a fingering weight, but the same idea. You would use your cone for the main color and then pick individual balls to do color work for whatever you're doing. Oh, more like 5. Okay, thank you. I don't remember the yardage on it. But yeah, so it just helps you not have so many ends, especially when you're working like a garment or a blanket. And then you can use your colors to do your color work, which I think is absolutely amazing. The fewer ends, the better. At least in my opinion, you tell me, but that's what I think. So Palette, we brought in this beautiful blue color. And if you don't know, Palette is a fingering weight yarn. It's 231 yards for a 50-gram donut here. It is 100% Highland wool, Peruvian wool. And I mean, look at that twist on there. You're going to get such great stitch definition. It's just absolutely amazing. Thanks, Cindy. So the cones are 2,310 yards. So yeah, you're getting a lot more. But that works out really well when you are making a garment. So we have this beautiful blue color, which is called Blue Bayou. We also brought in this nice purple that we have. We've got this like tealy color. I love these together. Like these are my jewel tone loves right here. Purple and teal are my colors. Purple, you know, here we are. We also have this one, which is called Watermelon, which is a bright pink color. I really love this for summer and everything else. Like you can kind of see better back here what it looks like with my skin tone. So it's a bright color, but it's not like neon. It's just a bright pink. That's really wonderful. We also brought in this blue. Of course, mine doesn't have a label on it, so I don't know what color it is, but this is a brand new color. We brought in this one, which is Guava, which I love these two together. This is a really beautiful pinky color. It's more like a peachy pink. it's coming up way too pink on the screen, but it's more of like a peachy color. I don't know if we can make that work, but we also brought in some neutrals with this one, Wheat Field, and we also brought in Nimbus, which are some really great neutral colors that you could put together and have some really great color work. Yeah, it's more of a salmony color, Cindy. Yeah, I would definitely say salmon. Corally color, not bright pink. Again, go to the website, search for palette, and then you can look for the new colors. You'll get a better representation of what the color is than apparently what these lights are doing right now. We brought in this beautiful lemony yellow color, but it's not like a bright. It's a more muted. It's not like bright yellow. Then we have this one called Brown Crow, which we brought in. And then we have the last one here. This one is called Honey Melon. And again, so a little bit of a fall here, depending on how you put them together. But there's so many different color choices that you can go ahead and stick together and make these really beautiful, fun color palettes for the spring and summer. I'm loving these brand new colors. I think they're so great. You know, I bought some palette yarn a while ago to make the waffle something sweater from Michelle of MJ's Off the Hook. And now I'm kind of regretting it because I like these colors so much. I'd love to have a sweater there, but maybe we'll make another one. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, so that's our palette and the new colors there. I did want to tell you, now I don't have the new colors, but we also have Dishy Cone. This is what the Dishy Cone looks like, so that you can kind of see, and maybe this one is the 4 balls of Dishy kind of wrapped together here. These are also really great if you're making a lot of dishcloths and things like that. This one says it's 760 yards. I put my little label or the labels inside here so I don't forget what it all is. But these are the Dishy Cone, and we brought in a bunch of new colors that you can choose from. So go check that out, especially if you're into making bags and baskets and washcloths. I know this is a really great yarn for making like Easter baskets. If you do that, it would be a great option, and you can grab it in the cone. So again, you have fewer ends to what you're going to do. Cindy said hot pink is going to be having a moment thanks to Marley. Yeah, Marley Bird is definitely a hot pink lover. I love her for that. I love hot pink. It's so beautiful. Okay, so we talked about, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, the Mallory Crawl Woda Tweed collaboration that we did. And, you know, don't forget about that blanket bundle that she has, the Hygge blanket. It's absolutely wonderful. We also brought in a bunch of new colors. Oh, sorry, there's paper here. A bunch of new colors of just regular Woda, or wool of the Andes. Sometimes we call it Woda. Wool of the Andes. And this is just the regular worsted. It is not the superwash. It's just regular worsted. We tried to bring in some summery pastel-y colors. We brought in some darker colors as well. We really try to look at it. So Woda, Wool of the Andes, sorry, is one of our workhorse yarns that we sell a ton of it, and people absolutely love it. It is 100% Peruvian Highland wool. It has 110 yards per 50 grams. It's worsted weight. And since this is such a loved yarn, we bring more colors in, and we try to fill out that color palette so that you guys have everything that you might need. We brought in some greens and some browns. We've got another brown. So you can kind of see, that's not doing it great justice. But again, check it out on the website. You'll be able to see things a little bit better. We also brought in a yellow, a different yellow color, another gray. This Nimbus matches back to the Nimbus in fingerings or in palette. So we're trying to, you know, cover colors across both options. And then we also have the diving pool. So there's a lot of great colors in Wool of the Andes. This is the regular worsted version. You can also get yarn packs that kind of go and have all of the brand new colors if you just want to try out the new colors. So you can go ahead and check that out. Not usually for summer garments though. Yes. So Wool of the Andes is not really a summer thing because it is the wool and it is a thicker weight, but you could definitely start working on your fall projects and things like that. The palette you could still do for summer projects because wool is naturally going to keep you cooler than some of the other things that are out there. And it's fingering weight. So that works a lot better. Okay, so we talked about that. We talked about that. I have 2 brand new yarns that you guys haven't seen before. Well, maybe you have if you've been searching the website. They launched in the past week or so, but I have 2 new yarns to share with you. And the first one is for all of you plushie makers and lovers. We've been hearing you. We know you want the chenille yarn, the plushie yarn. And so what we did is we are working with King Cole, and we brought in their yummy yarn to give this a try, see what you guys think of it, see what you think of the weight, and to give it a special home because not many places are you getting this in the United States or in our shipping areas. So we're testing it out. If you love it, we'll bring in some more weights. We can bring in colors. We can do a lot of other things. So we're checking it out and we're seeing what we love. So if you love a plushie yarn, go ahead and grab these, especially when we've got different sales and promotions going on. Make sure you're letting us know that you love it. And the best way to do that is by purchasing it so that we know and we can bring in some more colors and things like that. But it is so nice. It's so soft. I'm not a plushie maker. I know we've talked about this before. So if you've used the King Cole Yummy yarn, let us know what you think. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Yeah, what are you doing with it? I know a lot of plushie makers are going to be really excited about having this as an option over on our website to grab while they're grabbing other things. So there's a whole bunch of colors. You can check that out. Beautiful spring, summer colors as well. Okay, last but certainly not least, you all remember, I hope, Bubbly a Boucle. So this is a boucle yarn. This was a sport weight yarn that we brought out not even a year ago, I don't think. It's got the boucle looks to it and feel to it. It is alpaca. It is 82% superfine alpaca, 13% merino wool, 5% nylon. It is gorgeous. It is wonderful. I'm actually trying to finish up my Tunisian cardigan that Ashley of Heart Hook Home had put out in the Bubbly Blue Boo clay. That's a tongue twister. But what we did is we expanded on the idea of a boucle yarn, and we brought in what is called cursive. And this is an Aran or heavy worsted weight yarn that is also in the boucle family. So now you have the option of the sport with Bubbly Boucle, and you have the option of a thicker yarn. Now this one is different in construction or in fiber content. So again, the Bubbly Boucle is 82% superfine alpaca, 13% merino wool, and 5% nylon. Cursive is now 87% alpaca, 13% Peruvian Pima cotton. So it is a different makeup of fiber content, but you're still getting that boucle feel to it. As you can see, this one is a little thicker. This one is the sport. This one is the worsted. And in this one, in the cursive, you're getting a ton of natural colors. So we've got these really beautiful neutral colors in this palette. There's 5 different colors that you can get right now in this collection, and we just absolutely love them. You're going to be able to do so much with them. I mean, you could do plushies and things like that with this wonderful texture of this yarn, or adding it onto pieces. It's just really great. I mean, look at the sorry, this way. Look at those neutrals. They're all going to work really well together. You're going to be able to make some really great hats and garments. And then the fiber content of this is going to be really awesome. It feels so nice next to your skin and everything with the alpaca. And what did I say? The cotton. I don't want to get this wrong because now I'm thinking of the other one with the wool. This is cotton and alpaca. Really, really great. I think you're going to love them. So that's what we've got new on the site. New colors in lines, new yarn lights, new yarn lines. Yes, Cindy, it would make a wonderful emotional support chicken. Get started on that. Let us know what you think. Or maybe you're talking about the yummy yarn. That would also work too, to make a support chicken really soft and squishy as well. I wanted to show you one more, but it didn't get to the warehouse yet. So I'm going to just give you a little like, here it comes. We have a whole new palette of dishy colors that are coming. We are so excited to share them with you. Hopefully they'll be here within the next couple of weeks. They are getting to the ports, but then they have to go from the coast into Ohio to get to the warehouse. So we're not quite exactly sure how long that's going to take. But within the next few days and weeks, we will have some new colors of Dishy to share with you. So stay tuned for that. Keep an eye on the website. Sign up for the email newsletter so you know exactly when those come, and you can go ahead and grab these brand new colors of Dishy that we're so excited about. All right, does anybody have any other questions? I don't see any other questions, so I'm going to say no. Hopefully you're going and checking out the brand new yarns. You can get Animation or Vivity again for 20% off right now with our monthly yarn sale. Go ahead and stock up. These are perfect for summer makes. I just got the ones in my hands. This one is called Cursive. It's a brand new yarn line that we have. That's a boucle yarn, but this one is different from the other boucle that we have because it's worsted weight, and it is also alpaca and Peruvian Pima cotton. That's the makeup of this one. Hate to ask, what tariffs affect yarn? That's a great question that I don't necessarily have the answer to. If you are concerned about that, which I can totally understand, I recommend calling customer service or emailing them because they're staying the most up to date with everything that's kind of changing. I mean, honestly, it like changes day to day and things like that. So yes, prices are kind of changing right now from what they might have been or whatever else, but it should all be reflected on the website. Again, call customer service or email customer service to get full clarity on that because, again, I don't do too much work with that. So I don't know the full answer. Sorry, Cindy. But right now, on sale, Animation and Vivity, 20% off in our monthly yarn sale. You can grab those. I just got some of this in the navy color to make a summer top from the Journey Journey Chanel, real Journey Chanel. Oh, now I'm forgetting. Journey Chanel, I think it is. Anastasia. So I'm going to be making a top. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But go ahead, get that. Don't forget to use your code. Let me throw that back up here. For the additional 10% off clearance, you can use the code FORSPRING25, and you'll also find 20% off books and ebooks over on the website as well. The website, in case you don't know, is crochet.com, and that's where you'll find all of the yarns, all of the wonderful products that we have and things like that. So yeah. All right. Well, I hope you guys all have a wonderful, fabulous day. Happy stitching. Hopefully you'll be making something. Maybe you'll make a Rwana like myself, which would be really great. We'd love to see what colors you put together. And we'll be back next week. Next week, we do have a brand new guest, or we have a guest. And we're going to talk about a brand new yarn line that we have. So I saved one yarn line from today so that we could chat next week all about it, give it the love that it deserves. We're doing a collaboration with a designer, so that's going to be so much fun to be able to share with you. So hopefully you'll come back next week, join us, same time, same place here. If you haven't already, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends. The more, the merrier. We're always excited to have more people watching us either live or on the replay. Thank you so much for sharing and subscribing. It really means a lot, and getting the word out about our fun little show so that we can keep doing it. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. Happy stitching, and we'll talk soon. Bye, everybody.